Welcome to Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, a unique and special environment in college football. This crowd coming together to make up the 12th man, trying to make it very difficult for any opponent. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Murphy. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Hand off to the single back. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to his target. It's a highlight reel diving catch there.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push. And once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Aggies. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And now the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Handoff running right. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And at first down, they go right back to him.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass this time. And here comes a deep shot. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Alabama.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
Bringing it out. It's Murphy. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. The Aggies come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. And then first down, right back to the running game.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. There's a wide-open receiver, complete. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. Texas A&M getting set for the 1st and 10 now. And the single back takes the handoff. Football knocked loose in the backfield.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Second down after that previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. They're going to run it. Will he score here? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, A&M.
That's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And And they tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. He's past the 30. Inside the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bama. And they get set now to try the PAT. And there's the point after.
The extra point is good. That ties the game.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Murphy. And he stopped with the 18. Returner tried to make a play, and a touchback would have been a better idea. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds his target, and it's complete. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the offense. And looking to throw now on first down. Finds an open target on the left side. He has first down yardage at the 46.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield and pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M unit.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. They don't pick up the blitzers, and it's a sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
Here's the handoff. Breaks out of the crowd into open space. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Handoff heading left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Movement at the second level of the defense now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They bring him down, but what an explosive play. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays. Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Now it's second down here. Back's got it again. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
It's 4th and 10. The offense on the field going for it. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
They'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Aggies come to the line in a hurry-up. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he's got it. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And he's got it again. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
A little bit less than 30 seconds to go before halftime, and it'll be 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete, even on a 1st down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got... forced that incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he pulls in the catch. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. One more play before they head to the locker room. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Tackle after the pick, and then he'll do it with the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Aggies will kick this away to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. Here's second down. They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Big-time gamble coming up. Coach going for it, this close to his own end zone. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's fourth down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
Touchdown, A&M. Still no answer for this offense.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
With the BAT, it's a 3-touchdown lead, 35-14. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He flips it to the back across the middle.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's going to take off. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back. Finds his man. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. Finding space at the 20. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Defense showing blitz here. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Defense is coming after him. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a 4th down play. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a 1st down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tie. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, and a touchback would have been a better idea. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. This time, the coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him and getting to the quarterback.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield, but spotted at the 42.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 35, Alabama 21.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Finds room at the 30. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. And breaks free. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
I mean, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's complete downfield. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Now the Aggies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. A run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. He runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Kirk, you don't have to be that creative, do you? The running back simply cannot be stopped. It's another touchdown for him.
Chris, he's scoring all these touchdowns, but it's really as much about the offensive line as it is anything. How about the holes that he's running through right now to give him a chance to get out into space to show you what he can do as a back? But he'll be the first one to tell you, I'm sure, after the game, the job this offensive line did.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the Alabama offense will take over first and 10.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Receiver makes the catch.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Trying to extend the play. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, that one's picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. First down, looking to throw the football. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. And this one is getting ugly.
That is a great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the offense back out on the field now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he throws his third interception of the day. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, A&M. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the extra point was up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
It's second down.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He'll take a deep shot here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense is not giving up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for. On the move, looking deep. Catch made wide open way downfield. They get him, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And he knocks it right through.
The extra point is good.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Texas A&M 56, Alabama 28.
Bringing it out, it's Murphy. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And your Texas A&M Aggies will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yard. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now. He'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's escaping the pocket now. Going to try to use his legs here. It's a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Boy, incredible job here by this defense to create this turnover. It looked like this game was over, but now with this turnover, they got a chance to get back in the game.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He's looking deep here. The catch is made inside the 10. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal.
Lasso! Lasso! Gorilla! Gorilla! Gaucho! Terrier! Terrier! Timber! Go! Go! Go!
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Caught near the goal line. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
On the ready?
2nd down and goal. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's running, makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama. See if they can convert the point after.
Number 10 with the carry.
And it's up and good.
The extra point is good.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
56, Alabama, 35.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Murphy. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Turns on the speed. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. He steps out of bounds at the 26. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. That's a big gain, finally brought down near the 37. First down here for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Catch made on the left side.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Receiver makes the grab.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility, and on Monday as a team, you break down the film. They'll be pretty happy when they get the chance to look at this one.
Second down, looking to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. No idea what he was trying to do there, but the end result, it's going to be a safety. Wow. Kickoff team out there to boot it away after giving up the safety.
Well, you just got to have more awareness here as a ball carrier. What in the world are you doing? You're on your side of the 50. You're running backwards like that. Eventually, the defense sees this. They can't believe their eyes. They're rallying to the football, and they come up with a safety.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
He's moving out of the pocket now. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. Fresh set it down to the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. So a good W here. Their season is up and running. The goal